Hey guys, welcome back. Hybrid 32494 here. Today we're going to be taking a look at this 1998 Honda Civic Sedan EX. So this particular model is a very low mileage example. I picked it up the other day. Got a good deal on it, so let's just take a small look around the car. It's very clean in the front. Body looks very straight. Lights are good. I did clean them a little bit here. Body work is fine. This particular model, since it's the EX, does have the sunroof. I'm going to show you guys from the inside a little bit later. This model does have the hubcaps. From what I understand, the Civics of these times always had hubcaps. Not a big deal. The front brakes are discs and the rears are drums. I don't know if you guys could see through in there. Either way, they're drum brakes. Car looks pretty straight. Let's take a look around the back. So the EX in particular is the highest trim level of the Civic you can get. It does come with a VTEC motor. It develops 127 horsepower from only a 1.6 displacement engine. Problem is, you have to basically wind it up pretty high in the RPM range because the torque numbers are fairly low. So this one does have the keyless entry, so let's open it up. Here you go. So all doors are open. Let's get inside and we'll look at this car. This is one of the last Civics I was able to find that's unmolested. So basically you could see there's no modifications in here at all. Even has the original Honda floor mats. You have the stock original radio. There is a cassette player right here. No CD player, even though this button does say CD. There is no CD. From what I understand, you could have gotten a Civic equipped with an optional CD player. Let's take a look around here. I really love the design of these older style Civics. The materials are phenomenal. You could tell this is a truly low mileage car right here. You only have 50,000 miles on this one. The wheel is almost like new. It even has all the original grooves. The gear shifter is also in very good condition. That's how I know that the miles are real. The fabric is fantastic. I actually love these seats. They're very good looking, I would say, and fairly supportive. Let's look around the back. So you do have the rear defroster. I did sit in the back. It's fairly comfortable, and I gotta say, it's pretty big. I did have a newer Corolla, like a 03 type before, and I gotta say, this older Civic feels roomier inside than that car. So let's start it up. You have this regular key and this key fob. So we're just gonna start it, see what it sounds like. So it starts right up. It does have a new battery. Let's turn off the radio. So I do have a check engine light on. It is a small issue. I'm going to look at it later. It's the idle air control valve. These cars generally do have that problem. For some reason it does idle very well actually, so no issues there. Even when it's hot, I've driven it for over an hour. No idling issues, but I will probably clean it instead of replacing it. On these cars it's fairly common. So let's look at some of the features we have here. So what do we have? I love this older style push button climate control. The newer style Civics, the 99 and up, they have these rotary dials here on the side, and I actually don't like that design. If you take a look from the back, the design is actually pretty nice. It's kind of driver centered, I would say. Fills out the cabin nicely. You do have the sunroof. It doesn't leak. I did check it, and later on I'm going to post a video on how to check whether the sunroof does leak inside the cabin, or if it leaks outside how it's supposed to through the drainage hoses. So I'm going to show you guys later. Let's just see the idle. It's very stable. It's basically where it's supposed to be. You could see the red line is almost 7,000 RPM here. So you do develop a lot of the power after 3,000 RPM, you know, especially maybe in the fours when the VTEC opens up. But it's not a big deal. I don't really drive that fast. The steering wheel, so it tends to look like, I would say, a little bit big for this cabin. I don't know if you guys could see, kind of looks kind of monstrous right here. Not a big deal. It's fairly smooth. I could turn it no problem. The engine does kind of struggle maybe a little bit, maybe a 50 or 70 time RPM or something. It does go up or down a little bit. Not a big deal. It's fairly solid. The car drives straight. No issues there. We have cruise control right here. Now all these cars, they do have this kind of burns out, but if you could see, the light does go on. I don't know if it's kind of dark in here, but I did check the cruise control does work. Here we have basically the power mirrors, and we have the tilt and fully open sunroof button. Really nice door card, I gotta say, in this old economy car. So I really do like the design. The plastics are even soft touch. So even the dash, I'm gonna touch it. I don't know if you guys will. It's on, you know, super soft, but it's definitely not a hard plastic. There's no squeaks, there's no rattles coming from anywhere in the dash area. So I really do like actually the whole interior of this car. It is a little bit low, I gotta say, but you know, Honda Civics and Hondas in general do tend to be low. That's basically what people like about them. I never particularly cared about that, but it is what it is. You know, I picked this car up, I like it. It's fairly cheap to insure, and I really like the layout of this car. You have this handbrake, even this nice little armrest that's in fabric and it matches the rest of the car. Looks almost brand new. Came with some nice old cassettes, which I haven't tried yet, but I'm sure the cassette player here does work. So what else is there? Also have the engine a little bit. It does sound pretty normal, and it is a stock engine. So, you know, one thing to notice about these cars is actually they sound fantastic, especially the EX VTEC motors. But in terms of sound insulation, there's almost no sound insulation in the cabin. When you're riding, you basically hear everything from the exterior of the car, even with the windows closed. To me, it's not a big deal, but that's the car. Love these push button type things right here. Stereo works perfectly. We're not going to put it on right now because YouTube is going to edit out all that music, basically make me mute all of this. This model does have the 2 airbags, one right here and obviously one in the front. Let's try the horn. So horn is fine, everything works. Power windows. Still fairly quick for basically, you know, an 18-year-old car at this point. So let's try the sunroof. Just gonna do the tilt a little bit for now. So tilt is fast, works perfectly. Let's close it right now and then open it. So it does fully slide out in this car. It doesn't slide up like in some cars I had. I used to have an Acura Integra and that went all the way up. Created some good downforce actually. But here you could see that the headroom is perfect. You know, you would expect that even when the sunroof goes inside like this, headroom would be worse, especially in a small economy car like this. But no problems here at all. So let's just close it up. Perfect. So this is the car, guys. You know, whatever you want to ask, please feel free. I'm going to make some more videos on this model later. I'm going to do some maintenance videos. We're also going to look some more into the actual driving of this vehicle. I'm not going to take it out right now. We will take it out later. So, you know, this is one of the last, I think, probably one of the lowest mileage original Civics in probably all of the Continental America right now. So it's really fun to drive a car and see how they were meant to be driven back in the day before people modified them, basically ruined them at that point. So there it is. Thanks so much for watching, and please comment, like, and subscribe. Thanks, guys.